beautiful people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Technically, we're having a little afternoon stream here. We are 15 minutes into the afternoon, my time. So, welcome everybody. Hope you all are doing well. Today, we're going to be talking about resistance and what to do when you spot it. Because I have noticed that there's still quite a few people out there that think you have to be perfect at this recovery thing, right? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. What to do when you spot that resistance, what to do when you become aware that you are adding resistance to whatever the anxious situation is, what to do when you spot that resistance. before we get into it, we need to send out some notifications to the Discord as we always do. I'm also going to go ahead and grab the Discord link for anybody who wants to join us over there. It is another hoodie day, man. It is another day where we gotta wear the hoodie because it's chilly. It's chilly. What's up, Ghost? What's up, Mint? What's up, AC? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Good old, good old resistance is what we're going to be talking about today. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about, all right? But we're going to jump into a few forms of resistance. We're going to discuss a few forms of resistance. That way, we are crystal clear on what it is that I'm talking about when I say resistance. And then after we do that, we're going to be talking about what to do when you spot that resistance in yourself, because we know that a lot of recovery has to do with becoming more self-aware, right, of that second fear. I actually have questions today. Lucy has questions today. All right, all right. Okay, okay. Feel free to ask. Feel free to ask. Our very own Father Christmas with these daily streams. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that, Ellis. Oh, man, I'm tongue-tied today. Hopefully that's not an indicator. Howdy, Wonder Bro. What's up, Kenneth? What's up, Ghosty? What is up, everybody? I try to be here daily. I try to be here daily. What's up, Captain A, or should I say Captain Red Bull? What's up, dude? The afternoon streams always fill up pretty quickly, so we shouldn't have to wait around too much longer before we get started. Always keep an eye on that viewer count. Give everybody a minute or two to get in here, and then we get rolling. Good day to you, wonderful bro. Hey, I appreciate that, Travis. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Good to see you. AC posting the Christmas emojis, which reminds me, you guys have 2 more days. 2 more days for the Christmas tree competition over on the Discord if you'd like to be a part of that. 2 more days to submit a tree, 2 more days to vote. Father Christmas cracked me up, dude. Man, what happened to Terry is a bad thing. Well, we all go through things in life. By the way, Terry is not in any sort of trouble or danger. Terry's just going through some life stuff. Not necessarily with anxiety, but Terry's just going through things that we all go through in life. He's not, I don't want anyone to freak out over that comment. He's not in any sort of danger. He's just going through some life stuff. We all go through some life stuff from time to time, but he'll get right back at it. He'll bounce right back, no problem. What's up, Mint? Hey, everyone. Well, I'm first in chat in my mind. Well, that's what matters. That's what matters. As long as you're first in chat in your mind. What the fuck? I want to join the Christmas tree challenge. We're having a friendly little Christmas tree competition over on the Discord. If you want to be a part of that, you can either submit a tree or not submit a tree. Just vote. It's up to you. Here comes Nova, slowly making her way up. There she is. She's probably, yep, she's in a cuddly mood today. I'm going to use her head as an armrest since there's really nowhere else to put my arm when she's right beside me. Oh, no, you're good, Ghost. You're good. I'm glad you made that comment so we could explain it. Nothing happened to Terry. Nothing happened to Terry. He's just going through some very normal life stuff. Everybody stay fucking calm. He's just going through some, he's just going through some very normal life stuff. All right, guys. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump into the point of the stream. Afternoon chat always fills up pretty quick. So, someone submit my tree for me. So, what are we talking about today? What are we talking about today? Today, we are talking about what to do when you spot resistance. This is what makes the difference. So, like I said, a lot of people kind of assume, that you have to be, look at this. How am I going to do this with my arm bouncing back and forth the whole time? A lot of people assume that you have to be perfect at this whole recovery thing. A lot of people assume that you have to be perfect at this whole acceptance thing. They listen to my streams, they listen to my videos, and they kind of assume to themselves, okay, I can never add, any sort of second fear or resistance to the way that I feel or the thoughts that I'm having ever again. I've got to work on this thing. And although I do appreciate the drive and I appreciate the motivation, I'm here to tell you that you are going to spot resistance quite often, right? You are going to spot resistance quite often. You are going to spot this second fear pop up. You could technically call second fear and resistance the same thing. Resistance, second fear, resistance. It's all the same thing at the end of the day. It is a unwillingness to go towards the way that you feel. It is an unwillingness to accept the thoughts that you're having or the feelings that you're having. So a lot of people do kind of assume when they listen to my streams or watch my videos that, okay, we've got to cut out resistance completely. We got to stop adding it completely in order to make progress. But here's the thing. Here's the thing about resistance. Here's the interesting thing about second fear. It is a very strong habit, right? It is a very, very strong habit. So the chances that you're going to spot resistance in yourself with the things that you're telling yourself about your symptoms and your thoughts, your inner voice, your accepting inner voice or lack of, the chance that you're going to spot resistance in yourself with this accepting attitude that you're working on is very, very high, right? It's very, very high. And that doesn't mean you lose. That doesn't mean you're making any sort of mistake. That doesn't mean that it's game over for you, right? Here's what's going to make the difference: whether or not you catch that resistance and work on building a new attitude, right? So you can have plenty of resistance there. You can have plenty of resistance there. You can wake up in the morning and all of those old anxieties can be there. You can wake up in the morning and all of those old thoughts can be there. You can wake up in the morning and be very, very anxious, right? You can have a start to your day where there's plenty of resistance. You can almost notice or see in yourself that it's almost like a knee jerk reaction to these thoughts and feelings, a knee jerk reaction that you've had for so long that you automatically kind of jump into some resistance. You automatically kind of have that inner voice of, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, right? When these thoughts and feelings are there, right? You automatically have that sort of resistant inner voice, okay? So you're going to notice that. You're going to notice that. But what's going to make the difference is whether or not you notice that, you notice the resistance, you spot the resistance, and make the conscious effort. And when we say conscious effort, we simply mean the effort with purpose to change that into the accepting attitude, right? Now, some people say, well, I do that, it doesn't seem to make a difference. It might not seem to make a difference in the moment. That's not the point. We're still building this regardless. We're still going to work on this regardless. We're still going to practice through this new accepting attitude. That's what we've been calling it recently. We're still going to practice that regardless, right? Whether it feels like it's making a great big difference in the moment or not, we're still going to practice that new accepting attitude regardless. So a lot of people, when they spot that they're in a lot of resistance, right? A lot of people, when they spot that they're in a lot of resistance or they're in a resistant state, they just get down on themselves about it. They don't use it as an opportunity to work on a new them. They don't use it as an opportunity to work on a new accepting attitude. They spot the resistance and then they tell themselves things like, oh shit, I'm doing it again. This sucks. Oh shit, I'm doing it again. Of course, I can't listen to the advice. I never get it right. They don't spot the resistance and then take advantage of it. They spot the resistance and then they get mad about it. They spot the resistance and then they get upset about it. They spot the resistance and then they beat themselves up about it, right? But instead, what's going to make the difference, like the title of this stream says, is not if you spot the resistance and get mad about it, but if you spot the resistance and then use that awareness as a chance to work on it. So I become aware that I'm very resistant right now, right? I become aware that I'm very resistant right now, and then I say to myself, oh, I'm very resistant right now. That means I can work on doing something different. That means I can work on a new, what Dr. Claire Weeks called the accepting inner voice. What she meant by that was not to argue with the thoughts and feelings, but just keep that inner voice of, you know what, I need this, I want this, rather than I don't want this. I need this to recover. I need to feel this to go through it, to learn from it. I need to feel this to go through it, to teach my brain, right? So that's going from the resistant inner voice to the new accepting inner voice, or what we've been calling the accepting attitude. So I notice, like I said, a lot of people, when they spot that they're adding resistance, they spot it, and then what follows is they start to beat themselves up about it. What follows is they spot the resistance and they start to tell themselves things like, "Man, I just never get it right." They spot the resistance and then they follow that with, "Wow, am I ever going to get the hang of this?" So they spot the resistance, but it leads to just beating themselves up. What's going to make the difference is whether or not you spot the resistance and then use that opportunity to say to yourself, okay, I spotted it, and now I'm going to work on what works. I spotted it, and now I'm going to change it up, right? So if you're aware of your resistance, beating yourself up about it's not going to help. But if you do become aware of your resistance and you use that as an opportunity to build and work on the new you, that's what's going to make the difference. That's what's going to make the difference, right? So, again, resistance comes in many forms. Resistance comes in many forms. The I don't want to hear this, or I don't want to do this. Talking about the thoughts or the feelings. I don't want to hear these things in my head. I don't want to feel these feelings in my body. I don't want to do this today. Resistance comes in many forms. This sucks. When will I ever get over this thing? Or I wish this wasn't happening. Resistance comes in so many different forms, right? But really what resistance is at the end of the day is some sort of inner voice, that some sort of inner conversation you're having with yourself about how you don't want to feel the feelings that you're feeling or have the thoughts that you're having. And when you have this resistant conversation with yourself, this is nowhere close to what Dr. Claire Weeks called the accepting inner voice. In fact, this is the complete opposite. Resistance falls under second fear, right? So resistance comes in many forms. But if you're able to spot it, that doesn't mean, oh crap, I've lost because I'm adding resistance. It means, hey, this is good. I've spotted it. Now I can work on what works. Right? Oh shit, Sanchez. I'm not even going to look over at the mounts or anything like that. I will get to that in just a second. So resistance comes in many, many forms, okay? And if you're able to spot it, but you turn that into frustration, mad at yourself because you've been adding it, we're not going to get very far. But if you're able to spot it and you turn that into, okay, so much resistance is going on right now. This is a perfect opportunity to change that inner voice up, to change that to I want this, to I need this to recover. And some people say, Wonder Bro, what if I don't believe this new accepting inner voice that I'm working on? How is it that people normally word it? They word it something like, Wonder Bro, I'm working on the accepting inner voice, but it doesn't feel real. I don't believe it. People love to say that to me. They love to say that to me. I cannot stress how much people love to say that to me. They say, Wonder Bro, I'm working on the new accepting inner voice. I tell myself it is what it is. I need this. I want this. But I don't believe it. And I say, how could you? How could you believe it? You have never done this before. You've never worked on this before. You've never worked on building this new habit. How could you believe it right away? How could you believe it right away? Of course you don't believe it, right? And that's fine. That's normal. That's to be expected. So, people get confused. I don't believe this. When I tell myself it is what it is, Wonder Bro, and when I tell myself I need this anxiety or I want these thoughts, when I work on what you call this accepting attitude, right? Not fighting with the thoughts and feelings. When I work on this, Wonder Bro, and try to live my life, that's the two main keys right there. When I work on this, Wonder Bro, I don't believe it. It doesn't feel real to me. And I say, of course it's not going to, but you do it anyway because you're working on a new habit. Habits are not formed overnight. So when you first start this new attitude, when you first adopt this new approach, when you first adopt this new accepting inner voice, is what Dr. Claire Weeks called it, when you first start working on this, of course it's not going to feel real. Of course it's not going to feel strong. Of course it's not going to feel solid, right? Of course it's not going to feel like any of these things. Of course it's not. Of course it's not. Of course it's not, right? It takes time to build this new attitude. It takes time to build this new sense of self, right? So if you're one of those people out there who are not working on this new attitude, what we call the accepting attitude, aka no longer fighting with the thoughts and feelings, if you're one of those people who are not working on that because it doesn't feel real to you, if you're one of those people who are not working on that because it doesn't feel solid to you, if you're one of those people who are not working on that because you don't quote unquote believe it, right? Those are not valid reasons. Those are not valid excuses. Because of course it's not going to feel solid. Of course you're not going to believe it. Of course it's not going to feel real. But you do it anyway because you're building on what will feel real soon enough. You're building on what will feel solid soon enough, right? So if you wake up today and every time you have a negative intrusive thought or an anxious feeling and you tell yourself, you know what, I want this, I need this, let it happen, and you go on about your day and you rinse and repeat that, rinse and repeat that, rinse and repeat that, or whatever it is you tell yourself, if you wake up today and you do that and that's the first time that you've ever done that, it's not going to feel solid. It is not going to feel solid. It is not going to feel real. As a matter of fact, you might say to yourself, I want this, I need this, and it really doesn't feel like anything. You feel like you're lying to yourself. Of course it's going to feel that way. You've never done it before. Of course it's going to feel that way. It takes time to build a new sense of self. Of course it's going to feel that way. Of course it's not going to feel real, right? Of course it's not. Of course it's not. So, to everyone out there who is not following this advice, who's not living their lives, who's not working on this, what we've been calling the accepting attitude, no longer fighting with the thoughts and feelings, instead just when they come reminding yourself, I need this, I want this. If you're one of those people out there who are not working on these two things, these two keys, because it doesn't feel solid to you, it doesn't feel real to you, it doesn't feel believable to you, when you do it, you've given it a chance, you've done it for like 20 seconds and it didn't feel real, or you didn't see immediate results, it didn't feel solid. Those are not, I'm here to tell you, those are not valid reasons as to why you shouldn't be doing this. Those are not valid in any sense of the word valid, right? Because of course it's not going to feel solid, real, or believable. You're new to this. Of course it's not going to feel solid, real, or believable, right? Because this is a new practice. Okay? It takes time for this new accepting inner voice to feel like the real you. It takes time for this new accepting inner voice to give you results. It takes time for this new accepting inner voice to become stronger and stronger, right? So even though it doesn't feel real, believable, not having instant results, whatever, that's all invalid. That is all invalid reasons as to why you shouldn't be doing this. They are not valid at all, right? So work on these two main keys. When you spot that resistance, just to kind of come back, excuse me, just to kind of come back to the point of today's stream. When you spot resistance, change it up, right? Even though it doesn't feel real or believable or solid, do it anyway because those are not valid reasons as to why you shouldn't be doing it, right? So when you spot resistance, don't follow that resistance with being upset and being frustrated by it. Follow that resistance with working on the new you. Follow that resistance by putting in the work, even though it doesn't feel real, solid, or believable right away. Again, those are not valid reasons to not be doing this work. It will feel real, solid, and believable in time, right? So just a little stream to kind of point out. I know a lot of people, when they spot resistance, they get angry, but instead I want you to spot resistance and I want you to take advantage of it, right? And there is no valid excuse as to why you shouldn't. So I hope you enjoyed today's stream, guys. Kate says don't forget to like this stream. Yes, please don't forget to like the streams. I really want to keep growing the channel, and we have been growing as of recently, but I'd like to get those numbers up. I'd like to get those numbers up and get growing a little bit faster than we currently are. And in order to do that, I'm going to need your guys' help, which means, and I know I forget all the time, I'm sure you forget too, but it would mean a lot to me if you remember to give the stream a thumb up. It would mean a lot to me if you remember to give the streams a thumb up, because it really does help the channel grow, right? So I can't grow without you guys, so that would mean the world to me. Anyway, Sanchez, man, coming in with a $69 tip, and thank you so much, dude. 69, man. You love it. You love it. That means we're moving on to a 63-day streak. Thank you so much, Sanchez. Can we give a big round of applause in the chat to my boy Sanchez? I really appreciate it, dude. Wish I could have thanked you when you first made that, but I was like mid rant. Didn't want to stop. All right. So, but thank you so much, dude. I really, really appreciate it. My phone's at 69%. Funny. 69 everywhere today. So, yeah, guys, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Huge shout out to Sanchez. Toss me a thumbs up if you would. We're gonna we're gonna switch on over to the lovely, lovely post stream here. To the lovely, lovely post stream here. And we're gonna get some music going. We're gonna get some music going. If I could function properly. Apparently, I can't function today. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. We'll probably have to sit through an ad. Yeah, we will. What's up, Jesse? What's up, Arnold? Absolutely, Lucy. You already got the answer, it seems. Just let it be. Yeah, it can, certain circumstances can make it seem a bit harder to accept, but still the advice remains the same. And although some people might find that annoying, man, I wish there was different advice for different circumstances. It's not really annoying. It's very convenient, actually. It's very convenient that it's all the same. Seems like you're becoming very aware, Mint, and you should be proud of yourself for that. Alright, let's see here. Hey, that's a good point, Jesse. You have to accept that you want to follow, aka fight with the thoughts and feelings. So basically, you're saying you have to accept that there is some old habits that are going to be there. What we've been talking about today, resistance. You accept that, but you make a better choice instead. David says, don't forget the music. I got it today. Somehow I remember today. I normally don't. Usually you guys have to remind me, but we're on it today, man. We're on the ball today. Apparently. Absolutely expressing. How you doing, dude? Hey, Sanchez is the man. Sanchez is the man. It's not the first time he's done that. He's done that many, many times. I did move the streak up, right? 63. That's right, right? I think. To be on, to be completely honest with you, Captain A, nobody knows what the hell you're talking about. Nobody knows what the hell you're talking about. Just to be completely honest with you. Good, thanks, bro. How are you doing? I'm doing good, man. Why are you toxic? I'm not toxic, dude. I'm just honest. I'm just honest. Nobody knows what the hell you're talking about with a hedgehog. Red Bull mix. Dude, I'm starting to think. I'm, I'm starting to assume. A knows that I just give him a little shit. Any of my regulars here that I give a little shit to, they know. They know what's up. They know that's to be expected. We might have some new people in here that are like, man, he really gives these people a little bit of shit, doesn't he? And they don't understand. They don't understand the relationship here. Stick around and become a regular, and you'll soon start to get a little bit of shit too. It's how we show our love around here. All right, it's how we show our love around here. Believe me when I say it's just what we do. Back in the stream. What's up, Sanchez? Sorry I couldn't give you a shout out sooner. Had to wait until I was finished with my role. But hey, dude, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much, dude. My toxic trait is that I'm toxic. Hey, what's up, Ivan? Good to see you, dude. It's okay if you're late. We always try to make sure the streams get uploaded, so get a chance to watch them back later. What's your take on CBD oils and smoking joints? Personal choice. Personal choice there. I don't know if I'd rely on it too heavily, right? I would be practicing the skills in the meantime. I'd be learning these fundamental skills in the meantime, right? So, as far as doing it, period, I'm going to leave that up to personal choice. But I will say this: as long as you're practicing the skills in the meantime, because you really do need to learn this stuff. It's very, very crucial. So that's why I say I wouldn't rely on it too heavily. I wouldn't put all your eggs in one basket, so to speak. I would definitely be learning the advice in the meantime, regardless of what you do. My brother, work is crazy today and we're closing early. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Now Mint is becoming a. Hope everyone's having a good day. Hope everyone's working on that new attitude, man. Most importantly. Most importantly, I hope you're putting in the work today. It's going to pay off for you. You got to do it, though. You got to do it. You got to do it. Sam coming in with the $5 tip, taking away Sanchez at 69. Sam coming in with the $5 tip. Thank you so much for that, Sam. Don't let me forget to update that in just a second. Don't let me forget. Don't let me forget. If Red Bull makes you less anxious, if drinking a shit ton of Red Bull somehow makes you less anxious, then uh, interesting is all I have to say to that. Interesting. That's really all I have to say to that. Very interesting. How much I smoke each day really varies, Style Alert. There's not like a set amount. I don't think anybody who smokes really has a set amount. They just have like a rough ballpark guess. Some days you smoke more than others. That sounds about right though. On most days, that sounds about right, give or take. Yes, thank you, Sam. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for the support, guys. I really appreciate it. I really, really do appreciate it. Don't know what I would do without you guys. Thank you. Don't forget to toss a like. Don't forget to toss a like. treat it like a side piece. I like that, Jesse. Don't give it much importance. Is that what you're getting at? Is that what you're getting at? Because I like it. I like it. You gotta change your attitude, man. You gotta change your perspective, chat. That's what it's all about. Seeing anxiety is not a bad thing, but rather an opportunity, dude. If you get excited about recovery, if you change your perspective and you get excited about your moments to retrain, that makes all the difference in the world. You have no idea. Let's see, I did remember to update that. That takes us to 74. Thank you guys so much, man. I really do appreciate it. Huge shout out to Sanchez and Sam. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. We joke around here quite often, but I do want to take a second to be very serious for just a moment, and say that I am forever grateful. I know I try to remind you guys quite often, but I am forever grateful for all of the love and support. This channel would not be anything if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for making it able for me to do what I love to do every single day. Thank you so much for that. Absolutely, expressing, absolutely. Got to work on the new attitude. Got to work on the new attitude. We call it many different things, and we have called it many different things here. We've been streaming and doing videos for some years now, and throughout those years, we've referred to acceptance with many different terms. I like to do that so that I can try to speak to everyone, because sometimes certain terms speak to different folks, right? But at the end of the day, it really does come down to a new attitude towards these thoughts and feelings. And I need this attitude is what we called it, I think, about a week ago. People really like that. And I need this attitude rather than make it go away attitude. I need this attitude rather than I hate this attitude. I need this attitude rather than I don't want this attitude. So many different ways that you can word acceptance, but at the end of the day, can't you see how this all comes back to the same concept of basically a new attitude, right? Can't you see how this all comes back to basically a new attitude? It's what it all comes back to at the end of the day. Get you out of that resistance, man. It gets you out of that resistance. Resistance is second fear. What is resistance? It's that negative kind of inner voice that you have, that negative kind of perspective that you have. The gas to the fire, really, doesn't give your brain a chance to learn. Will you stream again before Christmas, Wonder Bro? I should be able to. No promises, but I should be able to. I felt like I've been in a good place, but a minor setback seems to throw me into the cycle. Well, that means it's a chance to learn. That means it's a chance to perfect your skills. Probably shouldn't use the word perfect, because I always tell people you don't have to be perfect to make progress, which is absolutely true. But I think you get what I'm saying there. What you did to learn loving yourself and not think about it in a toxic way. I simply just didn't give the toxic thoughts power, right? Acceptance heals, and acceptance leads to, your brain rather working for you rather than against you. So I simply just didn't give the toxic thoughts power. There's no need to really fight with anything. They only hold as much power as you give them to begin with. Whether you're in a accepting kind of mindset or a resistant kind of mindset, I once heard that fighting with negative thoughts is like trying to box Muhammad Ali, and it's just not. It's not going to work out for you. So, I mean, if you want to give these thoughts power by giving them a ton of weight, probably not a good idea. If you want to change your perspective, change your attitude, let them come and go, they're not going to hold as much power over you in time. This might be a short one today, guys. Also, by the way, this might be a bit of a short one. I do have some things I need to take care of today. We are very quickly approaching Christmas. It has just ran up on us. So there is some things that I need to do today. Quite busy today. We might cut this one a little bit short. Yes, you are right, Sanchez. Hopefully we can make that happen. You do have again, just a quick reminder, you do have until the 24th if you want to join in on the Christmas tree competition. You got to be over on the Discord to do that. Oops. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Didn't mean to tap my mic there. Hey, I'm proud of you too, Mint. Good job, good job. Buy me a hedgehog when you're in town. Captain A is on a hedgehog kick today, apparently. He's on a hedgehog kick today. Two main keys, guys. Two main keys. Live your life, right? Live your life. And what we've been calling the accepting attitude, aka not fighting with the thoughts and feelings. I had a hedgehog. He was an asshole. I can't imagine having a hedgehog as a pet. Mint's a legend. Mint is a legend among men. You are all legends. You are all legends. You just have to take back your power. Nova reminding you of hedgehogs. Absolutely expressing, absolutely, dude. You got it. Alright, guys. Alright. Hopefully not to disappoint. But I'm going to end this one a little earlier today. I'm going to end this one here because, like I said, Christmas is fast approaching and there's some things I need to get done, some things I need to get taken care of. It's really snuck up on us here, but I hope somebody takes something from the stream, and most importantly, like we always say, I hope somebody uses what they hear in this stream. Work on it, man. It very much is something that you got to build on. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I love you from the bottom of my heart. We're going to get out of here for now, but I'm sure we'll be back very, very soon. So thank you guys so much for everything, man. We're going to wrap it up here. I love you. Make sure you leave a like, and I'll see you all very, very soon, I am sure. So until next time, as always, beautiful people, stay awesome.